Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andrian Hadi Prasyo from 5A class English Education Department of University Singapura Bangsa Karawang. Here I'm gonna explain about journal, especially journal speaking. The title of the journal: Interlocutor Proficiency in Paired Speaking Test by Hugh Chun Tang from National Taiwan University, Science and Technology. So let's go to the explanation. The first is research purpose. The purpose of this research is investigating interlocutor proficiency in paired speaking tests. According to Taylor 2000, he pointed out a number of advantages associated with a paired speaking test. First, it makes use of communicative language teaching in the classroom and can produce positive feedbacks. And second, it provides various samples of interaction. And the third, it's natural for interaction to be slightly asymmetric. It can make speaking tasks more authentic. The study was aimed by addressing the following research question. First is, does the proficiency level of one speaker influence the performance of the other speaker in a paired speaking test, and is this reflect in the scoring? And the second question, what impact does the interlocutor proficiency have on the discourse produced in the test? And next, the data collection and the data analysis. The main instrument used in this study consists of an oral test and rating scale. The oral test was mainly based on the role-play text adopted in Nakatani's study. The two test takers engaged in a simulated conversation derived from a situation described on a card. Cues for the role player were taken from Shohei from 1985. Test takers were given 5 minutes to prepare the role play. There were 40 role play cards. For example, the other instrument was a rating scale used for scoring the role play text. The scoring rubric adopts a scale of 1 to 5 in the subcategories of grammar and vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, and content. Subcategory scores were averaged to produce a final overall raw score. And next, to examine the influence of interlocutor proficiency on the test score, paired tests were performed on the 5 dependent variables of overall scores, namely grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, fluency, and content. All examined test performance were scored by 2 raters who were native speakers of English with graduate degrees in English language teaching or related field. They had experience teaching a similar population of students and of rating oral proficiency tests. Prior to starting the scoring work, the 2 raters reviewed the rating scale with the researchers, and they were provided with the videotapes of 3 examples of role play performance and read the examples and independently. And next, the results. This is the table of the results. As we can see, the higher proficiency participant paired with higher proficiency interlocutors uh, had the highest scores in the three subcategories of grammar and vocabulary, fluency, content, and total score. And the second highest test scores were produced by higher proficiency speakers when paired with lower proficiency interlocutors. Moreover, lower proficiency participants paired with lower proficiency interlocutors got the lowest scores in all categories. Among the four subcategories and total score, there was a significant difference in the subcategory score of fluency for lower proficiency participants. And the last is review. My review about this research. I think this research is clear. Everything is structured. But the interlocutor, there is no explanation of the definition in detail, or it can be said that it's still abstract. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you very much.